Hi, Star Family. Thank you guys so much for joining me here for this very exciting reading. I'm super excited to tune into this energy because I kept hearing the Wizards of Waverly Place. Waverly Place. Yeah, Waverly Place. I'm hearing also there's going to be a new wave, a new huge wave that's coming in. Uh, anyway, the theme songs, I'll go ahead and read you some of the lyrics, but let me tell you some of the messages that were coming through in regards to it's going to be a magical few months. I'm also hearing like it's going to be a magical 2025. And then also there was also something around what was it, something around, oh yeah, because of all the internal work that you guys have done when it comes to recovering your internal networks. So these are the connections that you have to the intangible, non-physical realm. And I'm hearing also multi-dimensional aspects of self. It's leading you to new external networks and external places. So your internal networks are leading you to external places. Super interesting. And also, I kept hearing something about it's a new chapter, and this next chapter is going to be the best one yet. So I'm excited to see what it is that you guys are in alignment with, because you've gone through a huge renovation, I'm hearing, and renovations usually happen to houses. Houses in the metaphysical realm represent the soul and the self. So there is something about like an old structure or old archetypal mold that you're completely dismantling during this time, and you're stepping forward into this new way of being. But I'm hearing like that you're no longer like the physical vessel which houses and encases your awareness is no longer, I'm hearing, bound in any way. Like you're very aware that it extends far beyond this anatomical body, so you're leveraging as a quantum being, and now reality is reconfiguring itself to correspond with this internal knowing that you have in regards to just waves of potentials that await you. But yeah, super interesting. Let's go ahead and read you some of the lyrics, right? So she talks about, well, you know, everything's going to be a breeze, that the end will no doubt justify the means. You can fix any problem with the slightest ease. Yes, please. And this gives me like gamma perception for you guys, where you're able to dissolve, I'm hearing, conflict as it arises, or you can always find some kind of internal balance within any kind of external stimuli or positions you're facing. And I'm hearing all of these external oppositions, they also have an equivalent seed of opportunity that you're always able to recover. Some of you, I'm hearing, it's just the remembrance of how far you've come, okay? And she talks about where you might find out it will go to your head when you write a report on a book you never read. With a snap of the fingers, you can make your bed. That's what I said. Everything is not what it seems when you can get all you wanted in your wildest dreams. Oh, you know what's coming up right now? One of you said in the, I don't remember who said it, but it made me laugh. You said in the comment section that I was reading a book, but you said that you're convinced that the pages were like blank, and I was just like seeing things on the page. Like I was just like channeling things that I wanted to see on the page. And that's what I see as this next chapter for your life being. It's like you're receiving this book and you're like looking at the next chapter. And it's like as you turn the page, right, as you turn a new leaf in your life, it's like a blank page, but that's the point. This is your life is your canvas, and you get to choose what colors get to be on the page, what patterns you want, what kind of tempo you want this next dance to move to. And there's also something about, yeah, like a new pace that's being set. I'm also hearing like a new trend that's being set. Some of you are about to be trendsetters and whatever it is that you're doing. Whoa, there's so much that's coming through. Let me finish what I was saying. I was going to say something about like with the music, you're going to also find people that you're going to harmonize with when it comes to the symphony of life that you guys are singing or molding or creating. The whole point is that it's a remembrance of your infinite potential, and it can be whatever it is that you want it to be. And that's the beauty of it. I feel like this is a blank slate. It's a clean page. It's a clean slate that's being wiped in your life. It kind of reminds you of a Ten of Swords resetting to an Ace of Swords moment, where it's like you are no longer even the same person. You know, psychologically, you've gone through like a complete full-blown reinvention, okay? So you're not even the same person. You're really not, on a biological, on an anatomical, on a physiological basis, on a biochemical basis. You're not even the same person, within as without. There's something about now your external reality is going to be playing catch up with the internal changes that you guys have done. So, yeah, she talks about you might run into trouble if you go to extremes. And the energy that I was getting with that is that you hold this great power, and you are using this power very responsibly. Okay, you're applying your free will at any given moment to, I'm hearing, display your infinite potential for the world to see in some ways, but it's only because you're a witness to what your infinite potential can create your life to become. So, yeah, everything is not what it seems. And I feel like with this energy, there's so much that you don't see yet that you're walking into, literally. I'm hearing that's been aligned at your feet, aligned at your doorstep, and everything is not what it seems. When you can have what you want by the simplest of means, be careful not to mess with the balance of things, because everything is not what it seems. So there's something about, again, you guys are moving forward, and I'm seeing like kind of walking on a tightrope, but you've cultivated this great sense of balance to, again, always find internal balance within the external opposites. And when she talks about not messing with the balance of things, you've learned how to accept people as they are, not change or impart anything on them, but it's you who's changing through that process. And I'm seeing a life path to you right now, and one of their lessons is that it's a life path that really requires them to no longer allow people's to take their kindness for weakness, okay, or mistake their silence as submission. They can often end up like waiting for other people to catch up, okay. This could be about us all being children in different stages of evolution and growth, right? And we're all returning back to that same wisdom that was sourced from. But there's something about like respecting where everybody is on their journey and realizing that we all have a part to play in the cosmos, but it's like you're giving yourself permission to move on. Wow, like move on from the stories that have played out, move on from the past versions of yourself that you're just liberating yourself from. But there's something around like you're giving yourself permission to move on, and that's so beautiful. Like you're no longer entangled quantumly with the past. It's so like just overwhelmingly beautiful, which is why I'm like tearing up a bit. But yeah, that was beautiful. Okay, let's go ahead and see. I want to see what you're in alignment with, but I'm going to go ahead and open up with an activation of the light deck and just see what's being activated in your life right now, because I'm hearing there are certain activations that are taking place right now. And I'm also hearing like you're giving yourself permission to also do what it is that you love during this time. And I'm seeing like the sun card as well. So you light up, you guys are lighting up, and there's a lot in your electromagnetic field. That's what it gives me, the heart of source, right? You're coming back to doing what it is that you love, all encompassing, unconditional acceptance, serenity. So you guys are accepting people as they are, but also placing them where they belong in vicinity to you with the chamber of the violet light. You're being really conscious when it comes to what it is that you want to co-create into your experience during this time. And you may need to kind of like slightly shift the frameworks in which you view reality through during this time. And I feel like you're shifting it to a high universal truth where you realize that making decisions for your highest good is also in the highest good of those around you. And that's allowing you to be, I'm hearing like moving through this experience very fluidly, which means that you're very high vibrational, which means that you're also attracting experiences that are in a resonant vibration to you. So there's something about you're literally stepping into your highest timelines right now. Okay, you're aligning with your highest timelines. It's not even a matter of manifestation, it's a matter of alignment during this time because you've understood the divine assignment, all right? So let's see. I want to see what's shifting in your life right now. Let's see what's shifting. I'm just doing a free flow session, so hopefully you guys enjoy it. That's what I felt like doing right now. We got some of the important necessary messages there, and these are also just as important. Stand firm in the eye of the storm, eclipse in Scorpio, regeneration. So you guys are literally being regenerated, transformed. And with the palm trees, it reminds you of the flexibility card, where again you have double Scorpio energy. So this is about the relationship that you have with your physical vessel, right, as a spiritual being having a human experience. And this reminds me of the astral travel that I had last night, right? So the psyche is the intersection of where the soul meets the physical vessel, and it's like you're getting used to the house, right, the vessel, which is encasing your awareness right now, your timeless consciousness, as you have a temporary human experience. And last night in the astral, I was talking to someone about, we were like in an elevator with a bunch of people, and he was saying, oh, like something around, oh, I could only have a spiritual partner, like I can only connect with certain people. And I was telling him, like, you know, there's a difference between being human and having spiritual experiences, but whether people are aware of it or not, whether they're deities that are lost in sleeping in matter, I told him that everyone is a spiritual being having a human experience. It's just about how tuned in, and if they're in the remembrance of that or not. So there's something about you are completely in that, you know, coherence, right? There's something about like a complete head and heart coherence that's happening with you during this time. This is again within your psyche, so it's the interface of where your divinity, I'm hearing, is now going to be expressing itself in the physical realm. Oh, and I'm hearing there's no holding yourself back. So yeah, that's a huge transformation. You're going through a death and rebirth, right? This is 8th house energy. So you've gone through an internal, I'm hearing even like shedding process. A lot that has been repressed or suppressed has come to the surface. This is a reinvention when it comes to your connections to others. A lot of you've got 7th house energy there. So it's your partnerships that are going through a huge transformation. 5th house here too. There could be something about being able to connect with people, like you're moving towards a season in which you're connecting with like-minded individuals. I'm also seeing like the kindred spirit energy, so a lot of you have very like strategic alliances coming away. We even had the contract that was there at the base prior. Let's see, we'll open up some oracles, why not? This is all about what you're in alignment with, so let's see. I'm hearing also a lot of you have got a glimpse in regards to this. Everything's not what it seems. What's not what it seems? New life. Oh, the birth of a new you. I love that. I kind of need to, and we have serendipity here at the base. It could be a really, really auspicious time for you guys. Let's go ahead and read the birth of a new you. I hope that the camera is not distracting, because we're kind of lopsided a little bit right now. Let me just put this on. There we go. Right, 39. Okay, birth of new ideas, growth opportunities, the breath of fresh air, life renewing itself. Okay, so when spring awakens, the world, joy and excitement can be felt all around in your very core. Blossoms burst from trees overnight, birds return home and sing their glorious song. And the nature is in its full promise. Miracles beacon on all of us. This is one of those times in your life when new ideas inspire you and new opportunities bring you hope for seeing your dreams come true. All is well in your world, and you have the energy you need to feel renewed. Allow your heart to fill with enthusiasm. Let your light shine, for this is a time of good fortune. In relationships, new relationships are basically entering into your life that are going to be bursting with sweetness, and also new energy is going to be entering into existing relationships. So some of you, this is like existing friendships. They could, I'm hearing some people are going to be up leveling with you, okay, during this time, like vibrationally, okay, that's what it's giving me. I'm hearing like you're also going to relate to people on a deeper level. And Scorpio is all about like vulnerability as well in a lot of ways. And I feel like this is about your vulnerability leading to a bridge of connection. Vulnerability is the only bridge to connection. And with this energy, some of you, it's about being vulnerable when it comes to making friends with the unknown. And maybe putting yourself out there in some way, or putting something that you're creating out there in some way with here the 5th house elements in the base. This talks about where you have fun, romance, and create the things that you're proud of. So there could be something creatively that you're going to be expressing out into the world. All right, some of you, this could also be generating clients in the marketplace, or like customers of some kind. But people are going to be deeply moved by the things that you do, I'm hearing, because it's going to have like a big transformative impact on those around you. This is like almost sending ripples out to your connections to others, or the extension of your being. But yeah, vulnerability is the only bridge to connection. So some of you are doing something that's a little bit, it's a little bit foreign to you, but I'm hearing it's going to feel like the most beautiful getaway, getting away from everything that has been and stepping into everything that already is, or was readily available for you to embody. You know what this is though? It's like you're not like running from anything. It's like you've accepted what has been. And because of that, life is being renewed through you type of energy. That's what it gives me. It's like now you're in alignment with this, truly. So you have every reason to feel optimistic right now, as things seem to fall into place magically. New opportunities remind you that abundance is available to you. Delight and bounties begins to appear in surprising forms. Stay curious and know that your hopes and dreams are being fulfilled. It's as if new life suddenly infuses your projects, work, creative ideas with a kind of electricity that crackles with exciting potential. Fortune is smiling on you, okay? So yeah, it's a very auspicious time for you guys, for sure, especially with serendipity here at the base. You could be receiving a lot of like beautiful synchronicities in regards to what is to come, I'm hearing. All right, let's see. Everything is not what it seems. Let's see. And you know how they step through They step through like a portal to get to the etheric natures, or like to tune into the magic. It's like you're coming back to your magic because there's been a portal of discovery in regards to the things that you don't want to be a part of your experience anymore. And with strategy, this could be about, you know, this talks about a relocation that's happening in your life there. So let's go ahead and read Journey. It's a beautiful energy. This could be a change in job, a change in your networks, I'm hearing, and the people that you surround yourself with, or the things that you spend your time doing, I'm hearing. So movement, relocation, travel. Pack your bags. The journey card foretells upcoming travel or a shift in location. It may be as simple as a vacation, a retreat or class, even a work-related trip. This card could also signify a move of residence or a job relocation. The upright position indicates that plans should go off without a hitch. Still be clear about your motivations and mindful of logistics. All of life is a journey, and this card is telling you that you have some exciting and inspiring adventures ahead. So I'm hearing this wasn't just like made out of the whim of the moment for you guys. It's almost like this is something that you've been deeply considering for a long time. Like a long time. And I'm hearing you were never really gonna feel... I'm hearing this is as ready gets. Okay, you're never gonna feel like fully... You're capable, you're willing, and you're able. But this is as ready gets, and it's because there's been a discomfort that is now surpassing a comfort that you once had in a familiar territory, okay, or familiar way of doing things. The Father Gate, again, this requires a bold step forward, okay, a bold step forward for you guys. Let's go ahead and read this card. It's a beautiful card. It shows a passage that you guys are taking during this time. Let's read 55. So the Father Gate, the next experience, legacy, evolving, bold steps forward. You guys are walking away that you want to remember this experience to be, okay? And with Scorpio energy and Libra, it kind of gives me the scales of justice. You know what this gives me? It gives me a soul review. It's almost like you guys went internally and you did a soul review here with the scales of justice in regards to, how well am I living in my truth, right? The ostrich feather of Matt. That's almost what it gives me. And you're leading with love, okay? And leading with love means that you're making decisions that support the soul's journey, and that's exactly what you guys are doing, right? You're walking away that you want to remember your life on earth being, okay, in this incarnation. So when the Father Gate card shows up, it's a clear call to lift your eyes to the horizon and begin to walk towards your future. You are marching in place right now, stirring the dust but not getting anywhere. Trust that your forward movement will lead you to a new destination that you've already set for yourself, but perhaps forgotten or neglected because of your everyday busyness. The Father Gate comes to tell you that an ending is at hand and that you can leave the old you behind. Let it peel away like an old skin you shed. Do not hesitate. Ooh, cross the threshold boldly and you'll be rewarded. If you continue marking time instead of moving, you'll miss the opportunity. The gate is open. The next landscape of your life is within reach. And the next page is 111. So this is literally in alignment with it's like you guys are molding and carving this destiny, literally. But the next window of time to pass through grows shorter. Do not dally. A gift of the Father Gate is to bring you the fullest expression of your gifts, perhaps for the first time. It's an invitation to a sacred passage, a new discovery, and both great challenges and opportunities. It's not a graduation. There are no rewards other than the exploration itself. You have been a farmer far too long, tilling the hard soil that now bears little fruit. Time for you to put on the explorer hat once again. This is following your natural spirit of exploration during this time. And this is to explore your full potential, you know, for a lot of you. So let's go ahead and see what awaits you in this next chapter, because again, it's the best one yet, apparently. All right. I'm hearing the Egyptian deck, so let's see what's going on here. We flipped it on when you let go and when you least expect it, okay? Something comes in. Right, let's go ahead and take a look at the... Everything's not what it seems. What's the blind spot? What's not what it seems? You can manifest what you want with a sudden ease. Yes, please. And you're wielding this power wisely, and I'm hearing you've been granted permission by resonance to this new frequency or this new dimension where these new stories are playing out. Because your heart. Because of your heart. Because of the purity in your heart. Okay, Two of Coins is like walking on a tightrope with a Neptune, the Hanged Man energy. This is Thoth, it's also Odin. They're looking at the kind of ruins of their life, hanging himself upside down on the tree of knowledge to gain a new perspective, to see life through the eyes of the soul, and to gain enlightened eyes in regards to why there is a necessary, I'm hearing trade-off, but it's going to be worth the trade-off, okay? It's something about like you're trading in the old life for the new one, especially with Neptune energy. It's almost like you're dissolving all that has been with love, and you're giving yourself permission to move on during this time, okay? Let's see. What's the Two of Coins energy? Some of you are seeing things from a new perspective. This could be like a side hustle. It could be a hobby that you want to turn into career. This could be like juggling your life right now, where you feel like you're kind of in between two continuums, because your consciousness is pretty much here, but you may feel like your physical reality is still kind of like catching up with that event. That's almost what it gives me. Yeah, you're living in your future before it arrives, and your decisions in the physical, in the way that you align your actions accordingly, is always supporting that vision. With the High Priestess, she gains foresight into her destiny before it unfolds. So right now you guys are receiving, and what you don't see coming, yeah, with the Tower, to become your own biggest agent of change, to allow any kind of thing that's destabilizing right now or dismantling in your life as your biggest catalyst to transform not just yourself but also your life, okay, in the way that you experience life on earth. That's going through a complete overhaul. I'm hearing you're going through a complete overhaul, and I'm seeing somebody like change lanes right now. So this is like you on the fast track right now. You know what this reminds me of? Like stepping into your Dharma, and when you move with your Dharma, your Dharma also moves with you. So it's like a walking in your Dharma, and your Dharma is also walking with you right now, okay? Your Dharma is also protecting you right now. That's what it gives me. So yeah, it all works out is what I'm getting. Let's see what else with the High Priestess. Yeah, the Six of Swords here as well. You guys are giving yourself permission to move on, and you realize that you're not losing anything in that process. You're making room for so much more, and it comes with a sacrifice. It comes with a trade-off, and you're seeing it as worth the trade-off because you're gaining a foresight into your destiny. With the Two of Wands, it's Mars and Aries energy. So Mars can be like cutting ties or severing ties with a lot of things. And it's so that you can align your actions accordingly with what feels like it better aligns with your values. A lot of the times it does require you to move into some kind of unknown terrain, but everything that you've ever wanted is on the other side from what you have once done before. So it requires you to take calculated risks as you move into the unknown, which I feel like you guys are doing there. All right, let's go ahead and see what else. Let's take a look at message from future self here. Message from future self is Three of Wands. Okay, so yeah, I know that you may feel in between worlds right now. This is one step away from everything becoming tangible. With the Hermit, keep following that inner knowing. Your awareness is your torch when it comes to the best way to move forward. Seven of Coins here as well. You're making a decision now that benefits your future self. Some of you, there's an illusion of stagnancy right now, okay, in your external reality. That's almost how it can feel, because right now it's reconfiguring itself. Where I'm hearing there's like a momentum shift, something that you've been putting a lot of momentum towards, even if this is like certain belief systems around the direction that your life would take, is now going through an overhaul. So there's something about calling all of your energy that you've invested quantumly into a very specific timeline, and you're almost like calling all your power and life force back to you, and you're very intentionally applying your free will now towards a very specific directory, okay, towards a very specific trajectory. But you guys are like the director of your life force and where that goes, and I'm seeing like that is leading you to make decisions now that will benefit your future self, because the actions that you take now in regards to no longer investing into certain things or people or circumstances that just are no longer feel in resonance with you, is going to lead to you sending out these ripples into these new timelines, you sending out a signal into the quantum field, and the quantum field being able to bring you back something that is in resonance with you, that is more in alignment with your values, your belief systems, your morals, your ethics, okay? Maybe again, a lot of you, it could be your spiritual mission. Yeah, Six of Coins energy, and it's something that you'll profit from, okay? This is like an investment that somebody makes that they profit from. And again, you have Six and then Seven of Coins. So something is falling into alignment, and it usually is somebody, again, like walking away that they want to be remembered. But what comes easy usually doesn't last, and what lasts doesn't come easy. So again, a lot of you, it's not been an easy process whatsoever, but will it be worth it? Yes. Will it be easy? No. Will it be worth it? Absolutely. And when it does, you're going to be able to ride some kind of wave of momentum. Okay, there's something about like the alignment of this, like what you're carrying right now is going to soon carry you forward. We have 7 of coins in your advice with the Wheel of Fortune. So there is going to be a sudden turning point, okay? There is a sudden turning point because I got advice with your most likely outcome. And this is about, again, your 6th sense that's going to be guiding you towards discerning what feels like it's in alignment with you. All that glitters is not golden with the 7 of coins energy. With the 9 of cups, it's saying do not settle by any means. You're living in a frame vibrationally. You're seeking an essence, and the form will reveal itself to you. And there could be many forms that reveal itself to you, but only one is going to be in alignment with this very particular essence. So they want you to stay true to your vision, okay? It's about you guys staying true to your own vision for your life. Yeah, the 9 of coins. This could be about a talent, gift, skill, ability that you're mastering in some way. It's going to lead to you becoming extremely self-sufficient. And again, you're stepping into becoming a sovereign creator here. So the 9 of coins is not going to be someone that settles by any means. There could be something that you're literally building from the ground up. An ace of coins requires you to like wipe the slate clean in some aspect of your life to kind of go through this juggling motion, feeling like you're juggling between continuums before you can fully shift timelines, okay, and solidify a path. There is some kind of I'm hearing action that's going to collapse something through space-time. There's an action that you guys are going to be taking that's going to solidify a path like for you. There's like it's like an action that shifts the course of your destiny essentially, and that's what you guys are doing. You're the captain of your own ship is what I'm seeing. Yeah, let's take a look at some Kipper messages. So everything's not what it seems because there's things going on in dimensions beyond what it is that you can currently perceive. Okay, yeah, we have the false person in poverty as well, false person reversed with courtship. So you guys don't even see this coming. A lot of this is hidden, and it's like the universe is hiding, not hiding, but like playing a game of, I'm hearing like hide and go seek. So there's something like, but it's like a hidden treasure is what I'm seeing, because it's like a treasure hunt that you're kind of going through in your life right now, where it's like, you know, the eggs are there, right? You know the eggs are there, they're placed there. It's almost like you're filtering through these infinite fractals of yourself, these infinite timelines, and aligning your actions towards a very particular continuum. That's what it gives me here with courtship. Twin and labor. Again, it does require some kind of hard work, because a golden egg in that deck, it talks about success is assured with hard work and good plans. So there's something about hard work that you guys are making during this time. You don't see all the broadening and expansion of horizons that is on the way right now. This is somebody being divinely realigned. High honor as well. There is like respect that will be coming to you. I'm hearing a lot of you could be stepping into a position where people are going to respect everything that led you to race day, everything that's led you to this point. Yeah, interesting. You even have thief, you have journey, and you have community. So again, there could be something around people robbing you from your ambitions. Some of you are going to be completely like releasing certain, you know, social connections that you've had, certain communal environments that no longer support this version of yourself. Some people are supposed to be with the unhealed version of yourself, and others are supposed to be with the healed version of you. And there's something about moving forward towards like a more, I'm hearing like supporting unit where there's going to be a quality increase in your life, okay? There's going to be a quality increase, because I'm seeing like things being refined so that you can begin to define what's most important for you during this time. And there's, yeah, like a decrease of mass and an increase of like quality. That's what I'm seeing. There's something of great value that you're pulling from this experience here. Okay, let's go ahead and get a message as well from, I'm hearing the quantum field, so let's see. Okay, we have 528 hearts. Okay, 528 hearts. Let's go ahead and read this one. And then we also have time here at the base. 528 hearts. Okay, this talks about unite, integrate, and embrace. Everything in the world is made up of energy. This energy can neither be created nor destroyed. The energy vibrates at different vibrational frequencies due to which it gets its unique nature? Do you want to know the most powerful energy source in all space? 528 hertz, the love frequency. How can you doubt what develops through an act of love? And again, this is acts of love that you guys are making for your soul's path. It is from here that everything is born. Love is an artist who works in silence, and generally the most transformative acts do not make much noise. So you guys, it's like your silence is pretty much going to be deafening, and your actions and the fruits of your labor are going to be doing all the talking here. So they are like the person who collects your rubbish early in the morning. You do not know their motive, their name, their life, but they are still there every day doing something essential for you. There can be no large action without individual actions, what seems like small gestures combine to create an invisible yet indestructible connection. So this is about the interconnected web, and even though you may not see everything that goes on, it goes on. There's going to be evidence of that playing out in your life. Love works like the universe, unseen and outside of the spectrum, but tangible in everyone's senses. So you guys are going to be seeing tangible things in your reality like play out, but it's going to seem like it's as if by magic, right? It begins to appear. 528 is used to return human DNA to its original state. Okay. I would say that this is the answer to all your questions, but then we would be left without an oracle. So it's like we're returning to the internal oracle within. You're returning to the love frequency, okay, for you guys. And because of that, loving experiences are coming towards you. More things for you to love are coming towards you. And then again, with time at the base, we'll read some of this. This talks about non-linear stages. The unfolding of the two times that act at once, universal time and personal time. This card does not refer to time as we perceive it, clock time, but instead the universal time, which is the natural time of the states that matter passes through and must pass through to transform you. You cannot ask water to turn into ice without first cooling it sufficiently or evaporating it without boiling it. Damn, I literally was talking about this. I had a whole download about this the other day in regards to crystalline geometric structure within the body. And some of you, like, you're holding more harmonious geometry within the body. That's what it's giving me. And I'm also hearing like it's non-Euclidean geometry, which transcends the third dimension. So there's something about tuning into like navigating life on earth through this higher level of awareness, right? But yeah, I was saying how you're removing even like multi-dimensional blockages in your field or internal things that have been blocking you from making this shift, okay? And it's like anything that's become stagnant or anything that has been just slowing you down in some way is now being removed from your experience, and it's because you're becoming your own agent of change and you're the one removing this. And there was also a message in regards to like the water stages. I was literally, let me get the note up if I can find it. I was talking about this literally yesterday with my guides. What were we talking about? Let me see if I can find it. The crystalline structure. Yeah, and this is about diamond being a crystalline structure. So this is about pressure that you felt over time to make these changes that have formed a diamond, and that's what alchemy is in the 8th house. So condensation is the process in which gaseous waters change into a liquid state, and then from solidification it transforms into an ice form, and then being able to melt that. So this is about a process that you guys are going from being physical and blending back into your non-physical origins. That's almost what it gives me, and it helps you move through this experience more fluidly, you know, being more open to the universal alignment of things, right? So you cannot ask water to turn to ice without first cooling it sufficiently or evaporating it without boiling it. But there's like a full cycle, because I was looking at the cycle of water. There are stages that the half circle must go through before becoming a full circle. And there's something around, yeah, because also last night I was watching something about like hail storms, and this was like ice, right? It's like it can hurt, you know, it can do more harm. There's some things will hurt or they will hinder you, and some things will help you. And sometimes it feels like some things are hindering you, but your biggest blessing is things happening in alignment. So there's something about really trusting that process, okay? Because then it will happen smoothly, like easier than it seems. Trusting the process involves understanding cosmic time and detaching yourself from anxiety. Yeah, so anxiety is usually like where the analytical mind can overthink in regards to the circumstances that you're being aligned with. So I'm hearing also anxiety, fear is the cousin of anxiety, something like that. Fear is cousin's anxiety in some way. So again, this could be about being anxious about moving into the unknown for a lot of you. That's almost what it gives me. Know how to wait, understand, let go, and trust the stages of the process. Mantra, I believe in the synchronicity of life. And again, you had synchronicity come out there at the base. So something about loving yourself through every phase, loving yourself at every stage of your evolution journey, right? When it comes to returning back to the whole of yourself. Yeah, super interesting. All right, let's take a look at some angel number messages, and we'll love and leave you guys right there. So 10-10 growth, and then we also have 16-16 willpower. So spiritual awareness is opening you up to all that you're ready to see. Your destiny is being fulfilled. Keep your intentions pure with your eyes looking ahead, and you'll continue to increase the growth that is there. And things may feel out of sync and not within your control. The whispers of the divine is asking you to remember that you're being supported and that your will is your superpower. Determination is key right now, okay? So your will is your superpower. Continue doing the things that you guys are doing, because everything's not what it seems, okay? I'm hearing like looks can be deceiving in the physical realm right now, but when it happens, it all magically appears. That's what it gives me. Just allow yourself to become that fluid matter. That's literally the vibe that I'm getting there. Yeah, and do not mess with the balance of things, you know? Everything's not what it seems. You can have what you want by the simplest of means. And this is about taking the path of least resistance. And that doesn't mean that's going to be the easiest path, but it's about the path of universal timing and alignment. Yeah, do not be careful not to mess with the balance of things. This is about surrender. Surrender is going to be key for you guys right now, because everything's not what it seems. So surrender. I like this. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, persistence. Keep going. You have completed a task that's in alignment with your soul's journey. The divine is letting you know that it sees all that you are doing, and your persistence is paying off. You're being acknowledged. So trust that process, guys, okay? All right, I'm gonna love and leave you guys right there. After we get a spirit guide message from Let Go Flow. If you guys know me, you know I always do this, but we'll go ahead. Okay, what was that? Let's see. We'll pick it up and we'll show you on the way out. But I hope that you guys enjoyed this reading. Hopefully it brought you everything that you need to hear at this stage in your journey. If you're not already subscribed to this channel and stick on for future reads, do consider subscribing. But until next time, guys, bye. I'm going to go ahead and show you this last deck up close, and it'll be a surprise. Abundance.